Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing good today. You put 10 lakhs in Natco Pharma in September 2024 and you must be staring at 4.8 lakhs. That is actually 52% of the wipeout. Now, this particular stock, it got recovered to 1029 rupees. Obviously, there is a golden crossover on the chart and everyone is asking, is this an entry point or it is a dead cat bounce? So, that is what exactly we are going to answer today. I am going to go deep dive on fundamental analysis. Basically, we will touch on business model, cash flow, debt, promoter integrity, and the real reason of the crash. At this end of this video, I will give my honest opinion about this particular stock. So don't skip this video. Please do watch it fully. Without wasting any time, we can quickly get into the video. Before that, if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe it. Let's go. So let's understand who is Natco. Natco Pharma is not a typical Indian pharma company. They do not sell syrups and paracetamol. They are specialized in complex generics drugs, specifically oncology. I mean the cancer drugs and the treatments. So there are very few companies in the world having this manufacturing capability. Their revenue, it comes from 4 places. 44% it comes from export formulations. This is the big engine for them. They file para IV ANDAS in US. That exactly means they challenge patents of the branded drugs. They launches the generics the moment the patent breaks. Their US parents include Teva, Mylan, Lupin, and Sun Pharma. Like 15%, it completely comes from domestic formulations. Basically, it is an Indian business, oncology, cardiology, and diabetologies. These are all the things which is completely growing, but still this is the secondary for them. The 10% of the revenue, it comes from API manufacturing. They make raw drug substance in-house. This gives them a cost advantage over peers who have to import APIs. And the rest of the things, it comes from agro, contract manufacturing, and all those things. That is currently being restructured. In financial year of 25, this company did 4,430 crores in revenue. And the net profit is 1,885 crores. That is actually 42% of the net margin. For the context, FMCG companies, they fight to get 15%, but the Natco, it is sitting at 42.6%. So let's understand what exactly went wrong. Let's see why did the stock got crash. This is critical because if you do not understand why the stock fall, you cannot know if it is safe to buy. Crash has happened due to 3 reasons. The reason number 1, the Revlimid cliff. Revlimid is a blockbuster cancer drug made by Bristol Myers. Natco had the patent challenges rights to sell the generic versions in US. This single drug, it was generating a massive profit that is completely unprecedented for Natco. When you look at the revenue, it went from 2,707 crores to 4,430 crores. That is just in 2 years. The market bid the stock up to 1,638 crores. But here is the thing that we need to understand. The market knew this is a temporary, and in parallel, more generic competitors entered into the market. Obviously, there will be an erosion in the pricing. And this is what exactly happened. Reason number 2, Q3 financial year of 25, the quarterly collapse. In December 2024 quarter, the revenue, it got crashed to 474 crores. When you just look at the previous quarter, it was 1,363 crores. The profit after tax, it got dropped 37.8% year on year to 132 crores. Obviously, the stock fell up to 40% in just 10 straight trading days. It completely went from 1,100 to 700 range. Reason number 3, which is FDA observation. 7 Form 483 observation, which is at their Chennai API facility in November 2025. The market sold on that headline. Here is what market it missed. These were classified as VAI, which is called voluntary action indicated. This is something like most lenient category. Their Kothur facility warning letter simultaneously lifted. Obviously, the market got panicked, but their business, it did not break. Let's understand what is in their cash flow. So this is where exactly value investor need to look into it. When you look at the financial year of 16, their operating cash flow is in positive, which is like 112 crores, and the investing cash flow that is in negative, which is like minus 76 crores. And when you look at financial year of 17, their operating cash flow is 346 crores, that is also in positive, and the investing cash flow is 299 crores, that is in negative. When you look at the financial year of 18, their operating cash flow is 464 crores and their investing cash flow is 1116 crores in negative. Like that is something like there was a big expansion. And straightly, when you look into the financial year of 22, the operating cash flow that is like 47 crores. It is only 47 crores. Now, when you look at the financial year of 25, cash from operations, it is like 1697 crores. That is something an highest ever. The cash from investing, that is minus 1437 crores. This exactly includes Adcock Ingram acquisition. And here is the number that proves that profit is real. When you look at the net profit, that is something like 1885 crores, and the cash from operation, it is like 1697 crores. Obviously, this match. When company manipulates profit, it creates the fake invoice, and obviously it inflates the revenue. The cash flow, it doesn't follow the profit. Here, the cash is right behind the profit. These are all the things. It seems like a genuine earning. One more thing, the cash in the bank. In financial year of 20, they had 60 crores in the bank. And when you look at the financial year of 25, they're having around 2,176 crores in the bank. In 5 years, their cash, it grew 33 times. So what we can understand from this, the company is generating far more than it spends. Now let's talk about the debt. In financial year of 25, when you look at the borrowings, it is 2,709 crores. And when you look at the reserve, which is 7,571 crores. And when you look at the cash in the bank, they have 2,176 crores. So the cash alone itself 8 times the total debt. Yeah, obviously the debt to ratio for this particular stock is 0.04. This is actually efficient zero debt free company. In fact, their net debt, it is in negative. They have more cash than they own. When you look at the interest they paid in financial year of 25, which is 23.9 crores. The profit before tax, that is 2,291 crores. The interest coverage, that is something like 95 times. So what we understand is there is no debt story here. So we have to move on. Let's talk about the promoter integrity. Promoters, basically, they are the founders for this company. Natco, it is completely run by Nana Paneni family. VZ Nana Paneni built this company from a small API manufacturer in Hyderabad in 1981. My preference is the founder-led business, which is the skin in the game. The promoter holding is 47.6%. That is completely stable, and I don't see any dilutions over the year. There is no pledging as well. It is completely zero. When you look at the FII positions, they have increased their holdings to 17.9% in Q3 financial year of 25. This is where the smart money was buying when retail investors were selling. The capital allocations will tell you the management quality. They exactly acquired 35.7% in Adcock Ingram, that is something an South African pharma giant. They are completely demerging agro into separated listed company. They are planning CFO succession professionally. I feel like this is a mature and thoughtful management. So let's talk about the valuation. So this particular stock, it is trading around 1029 to 1096 in range. The trailing PE on financial year of 25 and the earnings is under 10 times. The EPS for this particular stock is 105 and the PE is 9.8 to 12.x. That is varying day by day. So the Indian average pharma sector PE, which is like varying from 29 to 40 times. Natco, that is trading less than 1/3 of this sector valuation. But wait, I need to be honest with you. From the financial year of 25, the financial year of 25 was peak due to Revlimid. Those profit will not repeat in financial year of 26 and financial year of 27. Of the analysts, they are projecting earnings could decline to 35% over next 3 years as the Revlimid tailwind disappear. Annualized financial year of 26 earnings, the EPS is approximately 50 to 60 rupees. At 1029 rupees, that is something like 17 to 20 times of forward PE. I feel like this is not a cheap and it is a fair value. The question is, am I accumulating this particular stock? So the answer will come in the next section. So there are three catalysts, what I understand from the news and everything. Catalyst number one, which is Semaglutide. This is something like an Ozempic drug. Indian High Court, they have authorized to Natco Pharma to export, to manufacture and export to selected nation. They plan to launch in India in March 2026. The global GLP-1 market which is over $50 billion. Even a fraction of that is enormous. Catalyst number two, Adcock Ingram. Their South African subsidiary is generating 30 to 40 crores profit after tax per quarter. That is something like 20% of the growth is expected. They are completely geographical diversification. They are moving away from US concentration. Catalyst number three, agro demerger. Most of the shareholders will receive one share of Natco Corp Health Science for every Natco share held. That is a free value unlock. Now let's talk about my opinion about this particular stock. This is something like it is an accumulation phase. This is not something like fully cheap, but it is an high quality business which is available at the fair price. And I do see there is a meaningful upside from here. It has a good cash flow, zero debt. It is a founder integrity as well. There are multiple catalysts ahead. I would rather buy a great business at a fair price. Natco, it is qualified as a great business. If there is something happens and if it gets corrected, if it goes below 900 or something like that, then I can think about like a heavy investments. But at the moment, it is an accumulation phase. We can buy one or two stocks in weekly or monthly. On top of that, we cannot invest heavily on this particular stock. If you like this video, please do hit a like button and please do comment. I would like to read all your comments. We'll see you on another good video. Till then, bye.